Scoundrels, what is going on? Happy Wet Your Whistle. It's not Wednesday, it is Tuesday, so happy Take 'em Up Tuesday. I'm doing this review on Tuesday today because it's beautiful outside. It's like 62. I was going to do this review outside, and it was just a lot of car horns. The neighbor has some wind chimes, and it just wasn't going to make a good review. So I decided to come in here on my sunroom porch. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds great. But first of all, patch check. Other patch check, rain check, shirt check, all the other checks. Let's just check them. And today we are going to be reviewing something I'm really excited about. I bought this bottle a few weeks ago, and I figured, what the hell? Let's do it today. And that is going to be Jim Beam Distiller's Cut. Really excited about this. I purchased this bottle because the packaging looked cool. I didn't know anything about this. I went up, I drove like 45 minutes to the local store, and they had this. I picked it up for $22, and it came in this sweet black box, and I figured that was really cool. You can bring this to parties as a gift, and it looks a whole lot fancier than $22, and I'm really hoping it tastes a whole lot fancier than $22, right? So, on the side of the packaging, right here, it has a little story describing the Jim Beam Distiller's Cut. It says, Jim Beam Distiller's Cut is a limited run, unfiltered, edge-to-taste Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Personally selected by master distiller Fred No, and everybody knows Fred No in the bourbon world. This smooth, complex bourbon is his inaugural 2017 release, meant to be shared with friends. Well, since I have no friends, I'm going to share it with you two. Genuine Beam bourbon right there, unfiltered, just like my last review for their pre-prohibition release bourbon. This is non-chilled, unfiltered bourbon whiskey. So yeah, it is 50% alcohol by volume, which makes it 100 proof, and it does say limited release. Aged 5 to 6 years. So let's just go with 5.5 years. On this side, it says Jim Beam Distiller's Cut is only quality screen to remove barrel char pieces from the liquid. This does not change or lessen the flavor in any way. In extremes of temperature, it may appear a little cloudy. This is normal for non-chill filtered whiskey. So this is non-chill filtered, just like the last Beam I did, the pre-prohibition Beam, and I enjoyed that a whole lot. I drank a whole lot more of that just a few days ago. So let's open it up. Ooh, yeah. Boom. That's what you get. And there it is. I like the bottle, whole lot, like tater tots. Pretty much says the same stuff on the side of the box as it does on the side of the bottle here. I do like this. This is super cool. And I'm going to be real kind of biased about this because this reminds me of a cigar band, and that is just neat. I would like that a lot. That is cool. I like it. This is the same thing that says you know, the shared with friends little saying on there. Yeah. So let's crack her open. I got my little drammy dram here, and we are gonna give it a try. Ooh, I can't open it. Oh no. Let's use a knife. Just get her started here. Yeah. Super tactical. Some people carry knives to protect their family. I carry it to open my bourbon. Must be super limited because they don't even want you to open this bottle. All right. Oh, there's a little nubby thing. Yay. That's what you get, folks. That's what you get when a new bottle there. Sometimes it's hard to open. and I'm doing this. Okay? So let's crack her open. Oh my goodness. These guys are crazy with that. Ooh, nice thick bottle. I like that. It is a screw cap. A lot of people are going to screw caps. I'm kind of partial. I like the sound that the cork makes. Whether it's a synthetic cork or not, I still like that sound. So, let's give her a pour. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. All right. Ooh. So, the color here. Let's look at the color real quick. The color we got here is nice amber, not too dark, not too light. If somebody told me that was aged 5-6 years, which that's what they are stating, I would tend to believe them. Yeah, that's a great color to a bourbon. The legs on the bourbon, I don't know if you can tell, the legs on the bourbon are pretty nice. It has that nice oiliness to it, which is called the legs. Pardon the jacked up fingernails. But, yeah, it's really nice. I enjoy that. Let's give her a smell. Hold on. First of all, whoa. Hi. This is my first time ever bourbon reviewing. No, the mash build of this. Okay, let's get the mash build going. 77% corn, 13% rye, and 10% malted barley. That's our mash build here. And, yeah. So, we got that out of the way. The mash build, the age statement, the bottle, the packaging. Let's get to the nose, what you've all been waiting for. Ooh. It's very nice. So it's a lot lighter than I expected. As far as the nose, I was expecting for 100 proof, it doesn't, you kind of get that kick when you smell 100 proof, and you don't get this, which makes me think that this is going to be surprisingly smooth, but that might be a novice thing to say. So on the nose, you get this, you get a nice sweet corn, very light on the front of your nose. You get a nice light caramel vanilla. The oakiness to this is incredible, though. You do really get charred, like robust oak. And almost a nice... So, yeah. So, okay. I had to think about this for a minute. If you were to take one of those cuties oranges, or just an orange in general, and smash it into an oak log and catch it on fire, that's what you would smell. There is a hint of nuttiness to it. I kind of like that. Almost like a buttery nutty. It's nice. Okay. We've smelled it. Now let's try it. But if it's anything like the nose, it's going to be incredible. So let's give her a try. Tink. Woo! You definitely get the 100 proof on the palate. Golly. That is a complete 180 from what it smells like. It's good. There's some heat to it. There's no joke about that. There is some heat to it. Boy, I got all these light notes when I was smelling it. And then when you try it, boy, it just mows your palate over with like a caramel corn. Like if that caramel corn you get in like your grandma gives you out of the tin popcorn, and everybody goes for the caramel corn because nobody eats that regular stuff and the cheesy stuff's messy. That's the first thing you get off the palate. Caramel corn. Right cuts through the top of your tongue. You get it, you let it sit in there, you kind of breathe out a little bit. You get that charred oak. You do get that citrusy note, a little bit of citrus. But man, that oakiness is beautiful. Oak and caramel popcorn, man. That's incredible. I actually do taste this stuff. Man, that's nuts. Not incredibly complex. There is some spice on the back of your tongue. After you swallow it, it kind of comes up. There's a little bit of spiciness to that. I don't know what you would call that spice. It's not cinnamon. It's not any of your typical bourbony flavors. Just a little hot. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all. There's boy, I can't put my my finger on that spice, but there's a spice to it. There's a spice note. The finish though, that finish where it comes up, that's where that spice really gets you on that finish. It's a medium to long bourbon. It does stay on your palate a lot. And it's very, very enjoyable. It's clean finish. Finish is very, very clean. There's almost a, what's the word? What's coffee and caramel? Like a toffee note? Toffee? Let's think. Toffee. You ever see that candy? Toffee. But yeah, there's a toffee and spice. And what really just does this for me, I'm a sucker for citrus, and you definitely get a nice, bright citrus note. And to me, that's really well balanced, because once you have that, and you get that charred oak and that caramel corn and that little bit of vanilla in there, you know, those are very warm flavors. They're manly flavors. And it's nice to brighten things up on the finish with that little bit of that little citrus kick. I like it a lot. Boy, the more you drink it, the more it does you good. This is incredible. I love it. You can't be mad at it. Pick you some of this up. They say it's a limited run. Buy a couple bottles of it, man. I hope they keep producing this. I like this. Oh, this might be my favorite Jim Beam so far. It's complex, but it's not so complex where you have to go so far off in left field and like try to distinctive flavors that nobody knows what you're talking about. I mean, citrus, oak, caramel, it all comes off at once. And then the more you sip it, the more you drink it, the more you enjoy it. It warms you up. Man, you could share this with friends and everybody would be happy. This is something that bourbon snobs and your regular Joe can afford and enjoy together. I love it, man. Incredible job. Good job, Fred No, for handpicking that. Good job, Jim Beam, for letting me buy it for $22. Great price. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Muchly appreciated. And drink something good tonight. Tink.